Ladies and gentlemen, so I have like a guest for Count Wardal TV show, and what is your right? Italian superstar. Superstar means a great actor, a great writer, and he is in a tour, in a worldwide tour, to present the top of the poetry in Italy, the poet Dante Alighieri.
Yes.
Okay, so I gave to Franco Ricordi that I got the honor to award with the certificate of appreciation for this incredible action that he is making in the world about Dante Alighieri, to Franco Ricordi. So this is a certificate of the Italian friend of the Biblioteca Alexandrina UNESCO, was the legendary Biblioteca Alexandria Library that the last patron was Cleopatra VII, and was reborn in 2 in, of course, Alexandria of Egypt. And this is also Count Wardal, Secretariat of Art, Human Rights, you know. So art, vehicle of peace and dialogue in the world. So I gave, I would be happy that Franco can tell about also his book. And so please, Franco, if you like.
Thank you very much, dear Federico. I'm writing a great book. This is the first part, and that is about the hell, the inferno of Dante Alighieri. Next year I will publish the Purgatorio, and then the heaven, the Paradiso, in 2021.
The three great
will be the anniversary of Dante. So I'm really walking in the world. I just come from Moscow. I'm going to Paris now to act Dante, and in the same time to present this book, because I'm sure that Dante is not only the first poet, Italian poet, but also the first Italian philosopher. And now, just now, in our century, is it possible to understand this kind of philosophy of Dante? So the book is, the name of the book is Filosofia della Commedia di Dante, Philosophy of the Commedia. The title was not Divina Commedia, but Commedia. And Commedia means a tragedy with a happy end, with a glorious end.
Absolutely.
So it's a very important theatrical.
Very important theatrical is a drama. So
yes. And Dante is the first character of this drama. There is two Dante. There are two Dante. The Dante writer, and then the Dante as dramatis persona, as character.
So this structure is definitely a genius structure.
Yes, I think yes. And I think there is only one poet who can be in comparison with Dante, and it is William Shakespeare. Dante and Shakespeare are the most important poet of the world.
The modernity.
Yes.
Shakespeare
and Dante, for our age.
Before was Virgil, Horace, Homer,
but now we have this comparison. I'm not the first. Also, the American writer Harold Bloom wrote about Dante and Shakespeare as the center of universal literature.
So we spoke a little bit before a few minutes ago about Islam and Dante.
Yes.
What happened?
There is a famous writer, a Spanish writer, who's called Miguel Azim Palacios, and he wrote about 100 years ago a famous book, Dante e l'Islam, a comparison between the the meaning and the journey of Dante with Islam. And that is very, very, very important for the connection, for the dialogue between Christianity,
Islam, and all the monotheistic religions,
yes,
of course.
Yes,
and so I know that you presented Dante also in l'Algérie, in Algeria,
yes, in North Africa, in Algeria, in Tunis.
Okay.
So I hope to come also to
Il Masr in Egypt,
yes,
and the
in Egypt,
Biblioteca Alexandrina, inshallah,
inshallah.
because of course
Yes.
art is vehicle of peace
Peace,
and
dialogue.
dialogue.
Yes.
And so at the level of Dante, we are definitely at the top. His art is
Yes.
universal, Dante universal, and I particularly appreciate the structure that you are giving to your play. So Dante to Dante.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is definitely genius. That's why this humble awards.
Thank you.
So this is in fact a Secretariat for Art, Human Rights.
Yes.
So art like vehicle of
Yes.
peace.
Well, I think
human
it's a
rights,
great
etc.
piece of political theater, much more than Brecht and the political theater of our last century. I think that Dante is, we in Italy we say sovra politica, over politics.
Over, beyond,
And beyond the
the
politics, really for something that just the philosopher Karl Jaspers spoke about in a book, a very, very, very important book, who is called Atomic Bomb and the Destiny of Man. So I think the really is a modern, contemporary.
Oh
program.
yes, oh yes. So we hope to have Franco Ricordi with his play and his book in Alexandria Library, Biblioteca Alexandrina, we call with the Greek name, of course.
Yes.
And in Egypt and in all Arabic country, because this and of course this is so important that art and poetry is a vehicle of peace and dialogue among culture, and I know that Franco Ricordi prepare himself to go to Latin America
Yes.
too, and where
Yes.
exactly?
Yes, I think I will go to all over the world because
And
I
Peru, maybe.
began in Germany, then
Yes.
in Poland,
Berlin.
in Berlin, in Krakow, in Moscow, then now I'm
Came,
going to
from
Paris, and I'm
Moscow
going to
now.
Paris,
And now
in
Paris.
another city of France. And then in America, in South America, and then now in North America, all over the world, because
Yes.
really Dante is a universal poet.
Absolutely. So
He made a great journey, so now I make a great journey
yes,
for him.
exactly. So
Yes.
Franco is already is crossing the world with Dante. So we wish that many and many and many and many countries everywhere in the
We'll
world
accept this kind of
is
dialogue.
accepted because really is important for all of us.
Thank
Do
you very
like-
much,
Okay.
my dear Federico. I'm very glad to have met you again after
me
a
too.
long time.
Yes.
And I really hope to come to your Egypt in Alexandria.
Biblioteca Alexandrina
No, Biblioteca
and
Alexandrina.
Egypt. Okay, I just I have to remember that Franco Ricordi, he has a super great father too.
Well, now I am a singer. Me too, because my father was a very famous singer.
Ferruccio Ricordi,
Teddy Reno. His name
Reno.
is no, also because his second wife is a famous Rita Pavone.
Yes,
she's not my mother. And anyway,
yes,
Teddy Reno is
Rita
was a very
Pavone is
famous.
an idol of Italy, is a singer idol. So
But
special,
now I
etc.
say to my father that I'm a singer too, because you know that
Yes.
all the
Poetry.
comedy is the name is canti. It is written in decasillabo, and absolutely is a song.
Absolutely,
is
yes.
is really
It's
a
in
song.
decassyllable, poetry is a song.
Poetry and music are really the same thing.
Absolutely.
And I, with my father, we are he and I, both we are ex lyric baritone. Then he made the and I the
And
actor,
you.
and I the actor and stage
course,
director.
of course.
And so I at my age, I became also a singer.
Yes.
With this.
No, I just want to finish this so great interview because with his father Ferruccio Ricordi we spoke
Yes.
3 hours years ago about Biblioteca Alexandrina because Ferruccio Ricordi, Teddy Reno, he is very interested about Biblioteca Alexandrina as Franco Ricordi.
I believe so.
Oh yes, definitely. So thank you so much, Franco, and thank you for your kind attention. Bye, bye.